Hello, today we're going to be talking about the J3 and J5 series scanner calibration best practices. So if you need a refresher on how to complete the procedure, there is a video on our Stratasys Academy YouTube channel. You can check that out if you need that refresher. Otherwise, today we're going to be talking about some overall best practices and some ways that we can mitigate some issues that might show up. So one thing to consider is that we want to make sure that we are maintaining cleanliness and keeping good care of our transparency and our scanner. Otherwise, before running our head calibration wizard, we want to make sure that we are doing the routine cleaning first. You'll also want to make sure that you're keeping your scanner clean. So you can clean it with IPA, the same stuff you would use to do your routine cleaning. Make sure you're storing your grid transparency in a sheet protector or in a folder to make sure it doesn't get damaged. If it does get damaged or gets some bends or creases, it really should be replaced, and it might be the cause of some of your errors that are showing up. If you need to clean the grid transparency, do so lightly with a damp cloth with water only. If you use any other cleaners or rub too much, you might actually rub away some of the dots, and that can cause some issues with our scans. There's no harm in wearing gloves when you're handling our transparencies to avoid fingerprints. It's easier to keep it clean than to clean it. So just consider it some preventative maintenance for our transparencies and for the scanner. Overall, there are kind of two main errors or failure modes that we can have show up. One of them is a printer error for how the dots actually get printed onto our transparency, and the other is the scanner or the user in the way that the software is working for those. So if we have a printer error, one of those that can show up is when we load it into GrabCAD, it says that there are too many clogged nozzles. If this error shows up, the first thing you'll want to do is run a routine cleaning again and then do a pattern test and see the state that the heads are in. If everything is looking good, where we don't have too many clogged nozzles and it should be passing, then the next step to try after you have a failure is to try to apply Zyvac's water shield onto the transparency. This is a mitigation that we can use after we have a failure and then try again. To apply the Zyvac on the transparency, you'll just spray it on the surface and then use a cleaning cloth to rub it evenly across the surface. Small circles work well, followed by a wipe across that whole surface to make sure that it's spread evenly and that you're not seeing any excess liquid anywhere on the transparency. Some other less likely causes for getting this error is our Z-start calibration. If we're off a little bit, it can change the way that the drops appear on our transparency as they get printed. It also could be head optimization. So those are two things to check if it's not working when you're applying Zyvac and you're still getting this error. On the scanner side, an error that we can get is that the image sizes of the uploaded files do not match. One thing that we'll want to do is confirm that the scan size for our printed transparency is correct. So when you load it into the scan program, just confirm that it is lined up. Usually it should be. You'll just want to check. And then to make sure that it's the same for the grid transparency, because this error shows up if you click preview again before doing the grid scan. That will change the size that it's expecting. And so you'll just want to make sure that you scan your printed transparency, you'll do the preview, you'll scan it, and then when you put on the grid, you'll make sure you're hitting scan again, but not preview, because if you don't do that, then those images won't be the exact same size, and we can get this error. Another error that we can get is the poor image quality error. This can happen if you simply swap the grid and pattern files when you're uploading them. So just checking that might be our error, and that could be an easy fix. This can also happen if we have a dirty scanner or transparency, or if we're getting some light leakage into the scanner when we're making that scan. Some solutions for this are to maintain cleanliness and to mind the double hinge of the scanner. It can be easy if you're in a hurry to not close it all the way. You'll also want to make sure that you're using the white backing sheet every time. Put it down carefully and make sure that the glossy side is down. The sheet that I have is glossy on both sides, but you might have one side that's glossy and one side that's not. So just applying that carefully can help with making our image quality much better. Just some other considerations with the scanner. Scanner errors can also show up as too many clogged nozzles. So you'll just want to be aware that sometimes it's hard to really get to the exact reason that we're having errors show up. And again, it's best practice to just always make sure that you're keeping the scanner clean, you're keeping the grid transparency clean and in good shape, and that you're using that white backing sheet. As long as you're doing those things, most scans should be working just fine. But in rare cases, the scanner itself does need to be replaced. You can test this if you have access to another scanner. So you can take a good transparency that you can get to pass with this other scanner. So then you know, okay, this transparency will pass. Then if you take that same transparency and you use it on the scanner that you think it maybe isn't working and it fails, then that's an indication that the scanner is an issue and might need to be replaced. And that's what we have for you today. Good luck, and may all your scans pass.